guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Arkansas! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick six.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down. Got him downfield. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Nevada going quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the... You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's on target and complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Gets it out fast. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. This Nevada offense really has it going. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Fires toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. The Razorbacks offense will get the ball for the first time. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays, probably play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Silver.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Silver. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig suey.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go.
Turning it on. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Razorbacks will go for it on fourth down. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
The RPO fire complete to the left. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. This Nevada offense really has it going. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on second and short.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He's looking to throw on third and short. Got it in the middle. It's Darisaw. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
Wolfpack will have first and 10. using the quick game.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Charlotte ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory, and they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous unis. This team is buttoned up. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Wide receiver comes in motion. behind the line. It's Page. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Takes it from the gun on third down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They believe they can run right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Connor. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. 1st and 10 coming up.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QP position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Silver. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go.
There he goes! A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Nevada going quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
They just keep firing. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's open on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and he gets a good release, gets down.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the right. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll run it from the gun. Hard running there. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Shotgun snap on third down. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Nevada will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Bolden. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Might be looking to run. Lets it fly. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Just drives in between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive results in a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Reno. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Mackey Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Nevada set to kick off to start the third quarter. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll move the tight end. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Crosses the 30. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work.
And how about this offense? What are you thinking as a defense right now? I'm thinking pass, bringing in guys, making sure I stay deep, playing for the pass, and they run the run right at him. Kind of catch him off guard, get the big yardage, big play, first down for this offense.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Razorbacks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
Grab near the sticks. It's Bolden. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Takes the handoff. It's Darasaw. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Gets the back moving. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. He might want another play. Wants to throw on third. He's going to fire deep. Pulls it in on the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
The snap sets up the throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Going right to work up top. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Leaves it with the running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. We've reached the brink. Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Bolden. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
The Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Silver. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And the Razorbacks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the punishment has been extended. They add a little more to the lead as they are right on the verge of ending this long losing streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to go up top. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses. It's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and